Hello traders, welcome to the weekly forecast for the currency, for the cryptocurrency and forex currency. Okay, what I want to start first, I'm gonna start with the Bitcoin because I believe most of the investors now and traders, they are doing on Bitcoin. So I just want, to tell my opinion about the moves that are happening now in Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency. Okay, for the moment, I will start with the monthly chart of Bitcoin. Yeah. So on the monthly chart of Bitcoin, what we can see that we had the market, structured in two legs. I don't see more than two legs. So the first leg started from here until here, and the second leg now is this one, and of course, is the bigger one. Okay. So now, if we're gonna take to measure, the first leg and then the second leg, first we're gonna say, so this is the first leg, yeah, with a correction. Now we have the second leg, possible to come and a correction here, and then to go with the third leg. Okay, just to be quite simple now. What I'm gonna use next? The next I'm gonna use what I'm using, most of the time. I'm using Fibonacci extension. Yeah, so it's gonna extend, the measure of the first leg. Then we're gonna have the Fibonacci number on the second leg when it's gonna finish the second leg and possible, and the third leg, to be completed around those zone of the Fibonacci extension. Okay, so Fibonacci extension we're gonna measure from the first low to the high. Even we can take from here, but still, the price, was moving quite in a range here. So I'm gonna start, to measure from this side to the first leg, the high of the first leg, the swing high, and now the Fibonacci extension, we're gonna put the correction to the lowest point. So the lowest point of that leg was around here. Okay, now what we're gonna have the number of the Fibonacci extension, and it's gonna say, where the price could stop, and maybe we're gonna have again a correction. Okay, so what we can see here is that, when I put the Fibonacci extension, I have the 127 of the Fibonacci extension. We have just around here when we created the higher high around $100,000. Okay, so what's next with the Bitcoin? What I'm thinking. So on the MACD we don't have any divergence, so possible, to keep, the price moving up. But before that, maybe it's possible to have a correction before. Okay, so if we're gonna start to have a correction, maybe the correction, is gonna drop maybe until like 64,000, or if you can see here, we have this level here of the Fibonacci extension. Yeah? So this is the level that we need to look at this one, so we can go, to with Bitcoin to go around 80,000 first, and then, to see another higher high formed, and I believe, it's gonna be the last high of this triple cycle that is gonna try to move. Maybe it's gonna take more time. Maybe it's gonna take maybe even a couple of months, or even a year. Okay, so we can see, that we are now in the really strong zone here. Even if we're gonna close, even if from here we're gonna go higher, to 120,000 for sure. There are a lot of chances and probabilities that from this level of 161.8 Fibonacci extension, possible that from here, to have the correction that is gonna form from that zone. Even there, if we're gonna use only the Fibonacci retracement from the second leg. So the second leg is gonna start here. Let's say that the second leg is gonna finish here, yeah, around 120,000, and then the correction many times is gonna happen, around 38.2. What we can see here, that 38.2 is exactly just where I put that the other one that I said, correction is gonna be around 80,000. So we have two options now. It's possible that now we're gonna come, from a retest, of 80,000, and then we're gonna have more higher high. Even maybe we can reach, 127 or even 180. Even if I don't think we're gonna touch this year 180,000. But still, okay. So what we want to look, because, if we are enter with buys now, yeah. So the price is 97,000. If we're looking for the buys now, it's not a good risk to reward ratio anyway, because, your profit maybe is gonna be around 127. So maybe it's gonna be like 25% or something like that. Yeah. So it's not like too much anyway. Okay. If we're gonna move now on the on the weekly, yeah. So what we can see now on the weekly chart. Okay, I'm gonna remove the drawings. Now we're gonna see what we have. What I'm gonna do now, the weekly chart, I can see, that I have one higher high, the second higher high, and the third higher high. So we are in a bullish structure, yeah. So we are in a bullish trend. So first leg finish here. Then we know with the correction, the second leg was much bigger, and now we know and the third leg, and possible to have a correction from this zone. Okay. So if we're gonna put again the Fibonacci extension, even if I'm gonna put from the first one, I don't think it's gonna be quite really good. So I'm gonna put the Fibonacci extension at the second leg. So the second leg is gonna start from there, finish here, the correction here, okay, and that's it. Okay, and now we're gonna see our zones. And again, like monthly chart, what we can see. So again, 127,000, is around here. We are just between the Fibonacci extension of this second leg, yeah. So now we have between the price now is between 127 and 100 Fibonacci extension. What else we have now? We have quite a bearish divergence, yeah. So if we're gonna put the bearish divergence, because we have the higher high, now we have lower high. What we have on the price, actual price, make the higher high and again the higher high. So we have quite bearish divergence. One. What else we have? We can see that MACD now is crossing to the downside. So it's possible that this price now from here slowly, maybe even go a little higher, go down, go a little higher, go down, just making a zigzag like how happened here, yeah. So it's gonna move in a range more like a bull flag or something like that, yeah. So for me it's quite risky now to enter with the buys, even this one is I'm using 8 moving average, exponential moving average. So now we see is the first time now after so much time that we had the close just below 8 moving average. So now with the crossing of MACD here, and plus the price close below 8 EMA, this one is quite risky for the upside. This is only my view, yeah. This is my view that for the upside move it's not worth it, only if we have a retrace down to 80,000 and from there to look for the buys. Okay, so this is with a Bitcoin. Let's go with the Ethereum now. Okay, Ethereum, I'm gonna remove my drawings. Okay, let's go on the monthly chart. Monthly chart, what we have here, we have only the first leg. You have the first leg and with the correction. So even if you have the and the first leg here and the correction, and now again here, the thing is that, okay, let's assume that we have two legs, yeah. So I'm gonna just put them like this. The first leg correction, yeah, even if it was like quite too deep. Then the second leg, and quite big correction. And now it was just my thing is that we are still in a bullish trend here. We didn't had any more higher high, so we want to see one more high. But even this price now is quite tricky now. So even if you're gonna go a little lower until here, I believe Ethereum is gonna create one more high, one more higher high. Now what we want to see is just to measure the legs. Even if I put let's put the first leg, even I don't think is any chance to see a big move here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this was the high, this was the correction. Let's put it like this. Okay, so we can see that the actual extension of this second leg was just around 361 Fibonacci. So even this one it can have like 10% like discrepancy between the high of the of of the Fibonacci extension. Okay, so now if I'm gonna put the second leg, so I put the first leg of the extension, now I'm gonna put the second leg of the extension. So I'm gonna put from the low to the high and now to the correction. Now it's gonna give me all the extension that I need. Okay, so what we have here. So the first zone that we need to watch, if Ethereum is gonna reach, this is gonna be the first zone. Yeah, so first zone is gonna be between 5,200 and 5,700. Then the next zone, I believe, is gonna be a better zone. 127 Fibonacci extension is gonna be around between 6,700 and 7,200. Okay, so this is gonna be my personal view on Ethereum, because Ethereum is having more chances, to than Bitcoin, to make one more high. But the thing is that with Bitcoin currently, because it's 97,000, is more risky, and the risk to reward is not so good. So the thing is that, if we're gonna start, for example, looking for buys to around this zone, our stop loss should be quite big, I believe, even here. Okay, should be below 2,000, because we can see, here we have the demand zone, we go up. Here we have the demand zone, again we go up. Now we are just stuck between the first demand zone and the second demand zone. The thing tricky is that even Ethereum can go lower as much as 1,900. Take our this level of demand, previous demand zone from 2021, and from there, to go and look for the buys. But now on monthly, we have a massive bullish candle, then the price, came, with one candle, came again with two candle, and I assume that, from here, when I saw this doji candle here, I assume that, oh, from here, it's possible, to go higher and higher. But the price, tricked us and made a false breakout to the downside, and now it's possible to return. And if February we're gonna close, above 3,100, I believe this is the point, when we're gonna look for buys on Ethereum. Until now, until that moment, is quite risky, because even if I don't think we can go lower than 2,000, it's possible to even go 1,900. But still, on Ethereum, I'm bullish. I'm still bullish, and I'm waiting, for the price, to give me some action of the price. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna remove the drawings. Let's go to the weekly chart. We had the higher high here. We had a little divergence, more like a double top here, but still, still. The thing is that on weekly, we are in a demand zone. I'm just gonna put, our demand zone. So demand zone we have there, we have here. That this zone from here is quite the best zone, that you can look for buys. Now, if we're gonna draw a trend line from here, from the low until here, yeah, we can see, that our structure, is still respecting, and we have even 200 EMA, so 200 moving exponential moving average here, yeah. So this one, the confluence of the prices coming and retest, the moving average of 200, moving average of 200, and plus the trend line is giving, more chances and stability that the price soon is gonna make and gonna start to make higher highs. Okay, so my view on Ethereum, as long as the price, doesn't close below this level of 2,100, yeah, to close. So what I want to see, to not enter anymore in the buys, is the price, to go close below 2,000 and stay there, yeah. So if you're gonna close below 2,000, then it's gonna remain there, after the weekly candle is gonna close. It's gonna be so bad, for the buys, because you never know. Even what I want to see for my best thing is just to have one more false breakout near touching, the 2,000, and again moving up. So for the moment, I'm really bullish on Ethereum. I don't see nothing special, for this price, to not go and make one more higher to the upside. Yeah. So even here we can have, 100%. Yeah. So if you're gonna put some money around 2,500, for sure, the $5,000 per Ethereum is gonna be touched. Even now, even in couple of months, even this year. But I believe, my opinion is gonna be touched. Okay, let's move forward. Let's go to S&P 500. I'm gonna remove the drawing. So S&P 500 is the index that is measuring the performance of the 500 biggest company in USA. Okay. So again, I'm gonna go on monthly chart. I'm gonna go on monthly chart. I'm gonna take what we can see. So again, I'm gonna draw, my legs. So we have double cycle, as we can see. So easy to check. First leg with the correction. Now we have the second leg, and possible to have again a correction, a deeper correction before we're gonna have and here one more higher high to have a triple cycle finished. Okay, so what we said earlier, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna measure, with the Fibonacci extension, and we're gonna see where the price of the second leg could stop. Okay, because we have only two legs now. The Fibonacci extension, they're gonna give us, the price where could this extension of the second leg can end. Okay, so we're gonna use again Fibonacci extension. We're gonna draw it from the low to the highest point of the first leg, highest swing. Okay, then the correction, so we're gonna draw it, just at the correction. Okay, where is the correction? So the correction finished just there. Okay, something like that. Okay, that's perfect. Good. So now what we have now, what we have, people, what we can see now, that's really, really, really nice. So the first leg finished, had the correction. Now the second leg, we don't have any bearish divergence between MACD. We have only bearish divergence on RSI on monthly. Okay, so with the divergence on RSI, plus we have the extension here at 100% Fibonacci extension, that give us, a light, in our brain that this is strange now, because what we can have now, we can have a retracement down to this level, yeah, previous high of the first leg, and then around like 4,000, 5,000, yeah, and then from there, to have one more push to the upside to have the development of the third leg. Okay, so the thing now about this situation now is that it's possible that we can see, now we have like quite 1, 2, 3, 4 candles that we never managed to make a higher high. So this is give me some things in my mind that, like, okay, if we didn't try to pass, our higher high, on S&P 500, that means that possible, that the price now, if is going, this accumulation now is being an accumulation, even, to make the correction to the downside, or we're gonna have one more push to the upside before our big drop. Yeah, so that's why, I'm thinking that even if Bitcoin and Ethereum is gonna move up, we need that S&P 500 to make one more high. If S&P 500 is not gonna make a higher high, and now, we're gonna start, to make the correction, possible even Ethereum and Bitcoin, to go more down, and then in couple of months to have the correction. So starting correction from now, ending, a couple of months, and then, to look for longs. Okay, so we have the extension leg that is massive here, yeah. So even if we have, and the level of 6,000, is a round number, is a psychological level, so it's quite tricky for the longs now. So I'm not longs than S&P 500 anymore. I'm just waiting to see, what the price, is gonna deliver. Okay, I'm gonna remove again the drawings. I am now on the weekly. Okay, so on the weekly, just to have, again, I'm gonna draw again, my legs, yeah. So the two legs. So the first leg was from here until here with the correction. Now we have in the second leg, and possible to have a correction, and then, one more higher high. Okay, now we have an EMA 200, so moving a exponential moving average of 200. Okay, now what we can see now, let me just move this one. Okay, what we can see now, how it was the previous leg. So the previous leg on weekly, we have a massive divergence on the MACD, massive divergence on MACD. When you have looking higher high, constantly higher high, the the MACD from here, what was our last higher high on MACD, start to make, you know, like lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. It was a massive divergence. So now we are in a similar situation in this moment. In this moment, we have the higher high of MACD. It was only here. Yeah. So it was here. Then on our chart, our price made higher high, higher low, higher high, again higher low, and just continue to make the bullish structure to the upside. But with this MACD divergence, exactly how we had, you know, in this previous moment in 2022, even our legs, you know, this leg is almost, you know, perfect like this leg. So it's having quite, you know, the same measurement. So if we're gonna measure this one, we can see, you know, this one is a little smaller than the second one, but it's good because in triple cycle, the second leg of the cycle, if we're gonna manage to have here a triple cycle, I believe, you know, we're gonna manage to have a triple cycle, but we need a correction before this one to happen. So in a triple cycle, the second leg of the cycle, so it means, you know, like this leg, yeah, this leg of the cycle here, yeah, cannot be the shortest one. So now the first leg was having 262 maybe thousand of pips. Anyway, I am with pips anyway because I'm doing more forex points what they are here. If we're gonna manage and measure in the second one, it's gonna be more than that. No, it's actually 260,000, and this one 240, I believe. No, 206 and this one. So what we have then, we have just equal legs, because if we're gonna put Fibonacci extension of the first leg, oh, let me just, you know, put the, okay, if we're gonna measure, you know, the first leg, so the first leg is gonna be like we did the monthly, we're gonna put here, we're gonna put in the correction, and that's it. So what we can see now, that the correction is gonna end at 100% Fibonacci. So this is the thing, you know, that the first leg is almost the same like the second leg. So now we know and believe, you know, that soon we're gonna have a big correction in S&P 500. Correction, you know, can take place around, you know, so this is the price that I'm waiting to reach at the correction. Yeah, so this is between 4,000, between 5,000 and 4,600. Okay, guys, so this is my view for the next weeks and the next month of crypto and S&P 500. Okay, thanks so much, have a good one, and take care.